I'm gonna have abs this summer. Clock that. All right, this is my family restaurant, Pignoni's Cafe. I'll give you a little look around the dining room.
They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually. So if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane a masterpiece. Oh my, oh my love. I take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary.
Been here since 2007. Check out these little pictures. The name is Pignoni's Cafe. Pignones, people pronounce it different. So my mother had all these little pictures painted. They're pretty cute, little piggies. This is the corner. We've had a crew that sits here for probably 20 years since we opened. And then this is the man, the myth, the legend, David Pignoni. Started this place from Somerville, Massachusetts. He's been around the block. So I've been managing this place. My mother bought it from my grandfather and aunt 3 years ago. We're open 6 days a week, 7 to 2. Right now it is 3. I'm getting ready to teach yoga. Our yoga studio is just across the street. Not even across the street. 2 doors down. Really close. I came over, gonna have myself a little snack and some tea. I've been on a fish wave lately, so we've got, I'm guessing about 150 grams of smoked salmon, but it's a good amount. I could be totally off, but that's what I'm telling everybody, is it's about 150 grams. Lining that up with 2 tangerines. I'm on a diet, not on a diet. I don't really know how to explain it to all of you, but I'm just trying to be aware of what I eat. It's less about no carbs. I need to get a certain amount of protein, but more about I emphasize protein. I eat things that make me feel good, my body feel good, not just raise my serotonin, jack up my dopamine, things that allow me to operate optimally and efficiently. And I don't really know what those are. And then you'll have the gurus tell you, eat this to achieve this, do this to get that. We're all different people. That's how I believe, how I operate. So I'm going to test things out for myself. And right now I'm eating a lot of fish. Smoked salmon, I got sardines. Not really eating tuna that much because it doesn't taste as good. Sardines and salmon I can eat straight up. This is smoked salmon. You can eat it straight up. I don't need to add anything. Tuna, I like to add stuff to it, and if I'm gonna be adding things and making something, might as well just make myself ground beef, steak. I like that better. We're gonna dive in. I think this is just gonna be a talking while I eat video. I have a website that I made last May, June 2025, because I was planning to start offering lifestyle coaching. And I wanted a place to kind of be a home base for all of my stuff. And I just never did anything with it. I think I uploaded 2 of my own pictures to it and wrote a few paragraphs, but I'm not the most tech savvy person, if you couldn't tell by these videos. Not a lot of editing, not a lot of special effects goes into this. And I'm a pretty raw person, pretty primal, right? I'm not trying to do anything special. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. If anybody wants to help me edit and create this website, I would appreciate it, because I'm using Wix. I'm sure everyone's gonna sit there and say Wix is the worst one you could use. I already paid for it. I mean, it's not already built, and I could probably switch to something else, but somebody give me some ideas, because I don't know. And the effort that I imagine it takes to figure that out, I don't feel like spending. I'm hungry. That's the other thing. Not really on a diet, but I'm not eating that often. So right now, I'm trying to do 2 meals a day. But it looks like, right before I kind of got into this diet, I was eating usually 1 meal a day that I would cook, and that would be dinner, and it would be a pound of beef with eggs and whatever other crap I put in it. I love dressings, so there'd be ranch or ketchup or something else. The diet that I switched to was I was taking that 1 meal and just splitting it into 2, and then I would have it for lunch the next day. All right, so I'd have dinner, I'd cook dinner, split it in half, and I'd eat the other half for lunch the next day. I stopped putting the dressings in it. I started using home fries from the restaurant. I got really into jalapenos. I don't know why. When I was over in Finland last year, I just got into them. They were good. But before I split those meals up and I was just eating that pound of beef, I was also eating at the restaurant a lot and way too much, like way too big portions. I was eating 5, 6 egg omelets filled with bacon and ham and peppers and mushrooms, and we cook things pretty well, but it ends up being a lot of ghee and a lot of olive oil. I'm throwing cheese on it. It wasn't great. And I just wasn't looking the way I wanted. I wasn't losing weight. And not that I was really trying to lose weight, but the definition wasn't there. And you know what they're saying right now is 90 days before summer. And I'm locked in. So now part of that is whenever I forget, like last night I didn't even make my beef for dinner, so I didn't have anything for lunch today. If you follow me on Instagram, you're seeing I'm posting my weekly meals, like what I eat during the week. And last night, I ate 85 grams of sardines, 2 pink lady apples, and a few spoonfuls of cottage cheese. Cottage cheese, new thing, just got into this week. Unreal, or last week. Tastes just like cream cheese, which is pretty cool. I'll throw a scoop or 2 in my bowl. And then it kind of helps out with getting away from the dressings and things. Also, if you salt and pepper correctly, you don't need much more than that. Maybe I could add some different seasonings, but what I've noticed is when I add enough salt and pepper, it tastes good. I don't need to cover it in ranch or ketchup hot sauce is good. There's no calories in that, but even then. I got really into smoked salmon when I was living in Finland last year because it was so cheap that I'd go to the gym, and I walked everywhere in Finland. So I would walk to the gym. When it was after the gym, time to walk home, my source of protein, I'd stop at the grocery store and grab 150, 300 grams of salmon and just eat it while I walked home. I got into it. It's a pretty fatty fish. I think that and sardines are up there for fattiness, oils, People say, oh, can't have all that fat, all those oils, it's bad for you. I'll find out myself, won't I? I believe it's nourishing. And I think your brain has a lot of power that if you sit there and believe that what you're doing is positive, or at least you can find the benefits in what you're doing, you're most likely going to reap the benefits. Whereas if you focus on the negative, bad things in your situation, the universe is going to continue giving you those negatives. This tea is Bigelow brand. It is Perfectly Mint is the name of the tea. It's I've randomly found it. It is unreal. It tastes very similar to Moroccan mint tea. If you've ever had that, that is some of the best tea. Not that I've experimented much, but I have my own Moroccan tea set at home. My sister's husband, my brother-in-law, is Moroccan from Morocco, and when his parents came out to visit, they brought me a authentic Moroccan tea set. So I have not been using that as much as I'd like the last few months, but I got to learn how to make Moroccan mint tea. I think that's a skill that everyone should know. It's just me right now, so I figured let's record more for my YouTube video this week. Shout out yoga in jeans. People think it's crazy that I like to work out in jeans and I wear jeans for yoga. I think jeans are comfortable. They're not like skinny jeans, they're not super tight. There's this guy, Truett Haynes. I don't know if you know him. He runs marathons in jeans. He gets called crazy. I think that is crazy. But is it just as crazy? Is it more crazy? Is it less crazy than doing yoga in jeans or working out in jeans? I don't know. I like to do it. And part of my thing right now is I'm trying to really move away from polyester clothes. I'm sure these jeans have polyester. I bought them years ago. Most of my clothes are years old. But anything new that I'm buying, I'm looking for linen, looking for 100% cotton, and real blue jean denim. So if anyone's got good connections to any companies that create those things specifically, I'd love to shop small, support small businesses. Family-owned businesses are great. So let me know. Feeling good. I've been stepping away from the restaurant a bit, really focusing more on my yoga teaching, my personal training, my lifestyle brand, working on building a website, which I'll give you a little sneak peek of maybe in this video. Building a website is tough. I feel things that I am intimidated by or make me feel a little bit insecure, I have a hard time finding that motivation to do. So something like building a website, no one's ever taught me how. You know, having to learn this whole process is difficult. And people say that AI should make things easier. I think AI sometimes makes it more intimidating, because if I tell the AI what I want something to look like, it does it and I don't like it, then I'm really sitting there like, well, God, if AI can't make my dream come true, then can I? Isn't that a crazy mindset to have? How many people are feeling that way? Believes AI is smarter than them? I don't know. Definitely aspects where I find myself having that thought and I have to remind myself, that's dumb. I can do anything, I can learn anything I want. But the masks that I wear, the opinions of others, hold me back because I view myself according to the opinions of other people, how other people view me. And that's not who I really am. That's a process that I am working on and building, learning how to share with all of you. Cool. I feel like maybe these were some good ramblings today. We'll see. Let's get primal.